What's up, everyone? Today we got an issue of intermittent throttle pedal. The guy's going down the road, then his throttle will cut out. We'll go into derate mode and then it'll pick up again. So it's an intermittent problem. I'm getting a code 131. It's inactive now because this issue only happens intermittently while driving. So I'm going to test this circuit, see if there's any faults, if I can find any wires that are open or shorted. So we'll go from there. We'll pull up the wiring diagram to see which circuits are affected by this code and go from there. So I went ahead and removed the air box. That way there I can get to all the harnesses coming up, down and along, going to the ECM connector and all the way back. Can't get anything jacked up yet. I'm gonna go through this whole harness, and if I find something I'll record it here. I got something here. I'll move this section of harness and you'll see we're getting 5 volts and it goes back to 5 volts. So that's definitely an open circuit. And right here is where I'm wiggling, right in here. And you can actually hear the code show up in the dash by that beeping. But yeah, when I wiggle that connection right at the back there, you can see it's 5 volts and it goes back down to 1. So our problem is right in here, and I probably have like 2 minutes into this. Disconnect this connector, pull this back, and see if I could have a peek at these circuits in here, see if any of them are rubbed through, or even the ones back there. But I didn't pull anything apart other than the air box, and I already found where the problem is. So didn't pull the interior part, didn't pull the accelerator pedal off, just a good old-fashioned wiggle test and monitoring voltages. But yeah, our problem's right in this area right here. Okay, so I pulled this all apart. As you can see, it actually looks good. There's no rub-throughs or anything going on. But I noticed this is the wire that we're having a problem with. It's not rubbed through or anything, but when I touch it, I'm getting that 5 volts. So it's an open circuit. This is probably the return circuit. So it's telling me in here the copper wire is split, it's broke, and I could tell because if I pull on this, see how it's stretching? I'm sure if I pull hard enough, I'll be able to break the insulation. So yeah, see right how it's stretching. So right there where this goes into the connector, it looks like the insulation's broke, because right now I got a solid 5 volts on that circuit right there. The middle one should only be 1 volt because I pulled it enough now that it's stretched completely. So yeah, right in there where it goes into this connector is stretched. So I'm going to pull this apart and replace this pin. There we go, there's a wire. There's where the brake's at right there. So it's odd how that happens, but what causes that is the wire is stressed. It's probably in there on a pretty good angle, and then it's constant vibration moving back and forth, and then eventually breaks that wire. Because watch, probably if I pull it, there it is. It was just the insulation holding it. So this is for the accelerator pedal. This is what definitely is causing our intermittent derate and loss of pedal. So I'm going to replace this pin that'll be our problem. That's it. Since the wiring break was so close to the connector, I'm going to make a new lead and wire it in further down to the harness. So I'm going to replace that whole pin. So I'm going to go ahead and attach a new pin to here. There we go. This is a brand new pin I got. Attach like that. Got these fancy pliers here to attach this together. Which perfect. Just like factory. And I'll slide it in the connector there, and I'll wire it in to the harness. Get up here. Make sure you go right back into the correct cavity. There we go. Push it until you hear it click. Good.